And then you also have an understanding of Reiki because you're a Reiki master. Has that played a part in this too?
It has. I've had some wonderful experiences through Reiki. With each attunement, something different would happen. I'd say with the second attunement, getting feelings and words that were not my words, not even of this language.
Wow.
And practicing on someone, and it's almost like a healing mantra that comes through when I'm working on someone and knowing which spot and which area to go through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fascinating. Well, you're listening to The Spiritual Compass.
Thank you.
This is Cindy Ross. And while we're getting started here, we're going to take a break here in a couple minutes, not quite yet, and then we're going to come back and talk about some events that Cindy is involved with because she does teach classes, and we're also going to talk about the channeling because in the last half of the show, Cindy will actually be doing that, and we want to talk about and prepare you guys for what you're going to be experiencing. But right now, before we go into a break, do you want to just tell folks what your website is and the best way to get in touch with you if they have questions?
Sure. The best way to get in touch with me, you can find me at Spiritual Compass at yahoo.com. Email me there. You can also find me on Facebook, just The Spiritual Compass. I have two websites. We have angelgateway.com and also templedivine.com. So I'm readily available. You want to look at me, I'm also on YouTube. You can just put in Cindy Ross channel, and that will do a whole explanation of where I've come from and what it is that I do and how I do my classes.
Awesome. Well, you're listening to The Spiritual Compass with Cindy Ross. We'll be right back in just a couple of moments.
We'll be right back with more Spiritual Compass with Cindy.
And we are right back with the Spiritual Compass with Cindy Ross. My name's Kevin, and I work here at Illumnia, and I get to hang out with wonderful people like Cindy Ross, who's doing her first show tonight, The Spiritual Compass. And Cindy has a lot of classes that she does in the area. So tell us about what you have coming up. You talked about Fridays. You have some classes and where they're going to
Well,
be.
actually, Kevin, on Friday I'm available for readings. Like I said, do tarot. From 12 to 5, I'm going to be available at the Lightworker Sanctuary in the Colony. You can find them at lightworkersanctuary.com. They're right off of Main Street in the Colony. I'm also going to be I have classes that I teach out of there. Right now I have openings in my Angel and Spirit Guide Connections, which is all about helping you get in touch with your guides and your angels and to hear those messages for yourself. We have that on Thursdays from 7 to 9. The class fee is just $20, which is well worth it for 2 hours. I also have a special event coming up in June where we'll be doing some past life readings. For some reason, when I channel Mother Mary, a lot of people that gravitate towards her and want a channeling, what she does first is she looks at the person's soul. And the majority of people that have come in for a channeling with her, she has placed them at the time of Christ. So they're very momentous occasions. Some of the stories that have come out with those channelings are beautiful stories. They're unbelievable stories. It's all about helping you find your way. Looking at the past helps you open up the future.
So, are you saying that she has known them before? during that
Yes,
time?
she recognizes people. If for some reason you weren't there at the time of Christ, she can place you in whatever past life, and she'll bring that forward. It's like opening you up for that soul reading where you can understand what happened in the past, and you can use that information to move you forward on your path now. It's just, I look through her eyes, and this is what she shows me. Those I'm going to be doing June. That's going to be Saturday, June 12th. That's again in the Colony at Lightworker Sanctuary. Those are 1 hour channeled readings. So you do have to call for an appointment. And Denise is over at the Lightworker Sanctuary, and she'll be glad to set you up with that. Their phone number is 214-385-1785. And also, we have a new fair that we are going to be doing, the Intuitive Connections Fair, which is a mind, body, and spirit fair, also in the Colony at Lightworker Sanctuary. That is going to be every third Saturday, starting in June. So that'll be a lot of fun. Lots of readers, lots of intuitives, lots of healers. So you can come out and get a reading or healing for just $20. Well worth it.
That's awesome. That sounds like a great time. Okay, just a quick question that comes to mind, and maybe you can help me define it. I think you kind of mentioned it before, but and I'm looking at your website. It's really interesting. There's a lot of great information at the Temple Divine. It's really good. And I know a little bit, but not everything, which is, great because I have so much.
It's good to know a little bit here and there.
Just enough, But you say on your website, channeling is a term that has gained popularity in the last 20 years or so. Seems like under that label, there's a lot of things that get lumped into that. So my question is, what is the difference between what's called channeling versus mediumship? Is there a difference, same thing, or because I've heard both terms kind of tossed around?
They're both used. They're both interchangeable. What it is that I do, Kevin, is I become the tool. I can go into a light meditative state, and my guide comes through and works and speaks through me. I just kind of move over and sit to the side. And I'm here, I'm listening, I'm hearing, and I'm learning just like everyone else does.